Hi everyone, Kaary here. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are all doing great today. So today I'm back with another speed build for you guys. Today we're actually building for my save file and we're building in the world of Brindleton Bay. That is the world that we got with the Cats and Dogs expansion pack. And we are building a cat cafe with the house of the owner in the back. And I built this maybe a month or so ago, I would say. I'm not exactly sure, but this is one of those builds that I've been talking about, that it was kind of big and it took me a while to edit and stuff like that. And I really wanted to upload this because since we got cats and dogs, I have been dying to have a functioning cat cafe. I thought it would be more than necessary to build a cat cafe in the world of cats and dogs, and I was so excited to share this build with you guys. I know a lot of people started building with the Businesses and Hobbies expansion pack and they started building Cat Cafe, so that's why I didn't want to share it right away, but I didn't want to wait this long for me to share this build with you guys, but life happens and it just has taken me forever to finish editing all these massive builds that I have. This is not a massive build, but it's a really big one, and it still took me a long time to finish and a long time to edit, so it's a little bit more sped up than my usual videos, but it's exactly because of that. I mean, it was such a long build that I didn't want this speed build to be like, I don't know, 40 minutes long. I think it wasn't worth it, so that's why I decided to speed it up a little bit more than usual. Hopefully it's not gonna affect any of you. But yeah, this is why, as I said, it took me a while to finish editing this and share it with you guys. But as I mentioned, this is for my save file, so I was so excited to build a cat cafe. I actually play tested this build and it's fully functional right now because I had to do some adjustments that I didn't exactly know how to make when I built this, because I have to be honest, when I built this business, I actually hadn't played too much with Businesses and Hobbies, so I hadn't done that much gameplay. I didn't know exactly how everything worked, so in order for this to be fully functional, I had to do some changes in the interior, but they were not that many. I mean, I just had to change the kitchen area of this cafe and everything else just works perfectly. So yeah, I play tested it. You can find it in the gallery right now if you want to download it. There's also going to be a link in the description if you want to go and download it right away. So that link actually goes with all the information about this build, so the lot size, the lot type, how many bedrooms and bathrooms, and in which world I'm building. So as I mentioned, we're building in Brindleton Bay, and I don't remember if I've ever built in this specific lot. I don't exactly know the name of this lot, but I'm pretty sure I haven't built that many things in this lot. But it was just perfect for a cat cafe. I didn't want to have this in the harbor area because I have some other ideas for that place. So originally I really tried to make this work in the harbor area of Brindleton Bay. It didn't look how I wanted it to look, and I decided to move it to this lot, and I had some different ideas for that other area. So yeah, right now we're decorating a table here in the porch. We're adding this jar that it's from for rent, and these coins and some money that I found on the debug menu. I'm gonna size them down because they're too big, but this is those tiny details that I really wanted to have in this build. I built this before we got the kitchen clutter kit and the restoration workshop kit, so yeah, maybe a month ago. I could be mistaken. I actually don't know. But if you download this build from the gallery, it definitely will say. I don't know. But yeah, I was thinking that maybe this part was like a welcome area for the people, for the customers that come here. And this is maybe the owners trying to encourage the customers to adopt cats, because one of the things that I would have loved to be able to set up for this cat cafe is the adoption so that maybe your Sims, like different Sims, can come here and adopt cats, because I know that I set this place to be a cat hangout space or something like that, so cats come here, like stray cats come to this place, and I would have loved to be able to make them be able to adopt the cats that come here, but it's not an asset that you can actually set for this type of builds. So that was really sad, because I have been to a cat cafe only once in my life. I had so much fun. I went with two of my girlfriends, and we actually had so much fun. And one of the things that was really cool about it is that you had, like, in the walls there were different posters with some of the cats that lived in the cat cafe, and they were up for adoption. So they had like a nice picture of them and a description, their names, and some of their characteristics and stuff like that. And you could go to talk to the manager, and they could actually give the cat for adoption. So that was something that I really would have loved to be able to implement in this build. Also, because I have this game that is called Lemon Cake that I'm obsessed with, because it's a really cool game. And basically what you do in that game is that you run your own cafe, and you can turn it into a cat cafe, and your customers can come and adopt the cats. And that's amazing. I really like that idea, but sadly I couldn't make it work in this build in particular. Hopefully I did something wrong and you can actually put some pets for adoption, or if you cannot do so, hopefully the Sims team will realize that it would be great to be able to do that. I don't know, maybe I'm asking for too much. But anyways, we're decorating the back area of the cat cafe. This is kind of a common area, I would say. It's a shared space for the cafe, but also for the owner of this build. I did create the household that's gonna live in here, and it's a female Sim with her 3 cats. And I'm gonna be uploading them to the gallery as well in case you want to download them. But basically this is like their front yard, so I'm gonna be closing up this area so your Sims, like the customers, cannot come to this area and cannot interact with any of this space, because all this space is for the owner. And the cats that she owns actually have their own catio. And for some reason that I'm trying to find out how to do it, the catio is not fully functional, but I mean, it is functional. Your cats can go in there and they can use everything, but it's not like a closed area. You will see it when we get to that part. But the cats come into the cafe and they are pet, and they just have a blast in this space. It's so cool to see them, how they interact with the customers and everything like that. But now we're decorating the interior of the cafe, and this is the area that I had to change a little bit in order for it to be fully functional, because I created this kitchen and I thought that it would be cool to have some employees coming here, and that they could make the coffee, they could make the drinks, they could make some biscuits and stuff. So I added the waffle maker in here. And then I realized that it's not the way that the lot actually works. So I had to put another type of counter, the one that actually has like all the cafe items and stuff. I don't know what I'm saying. I just remember a little bit, because as I said, I built this like a month ago. So I know that I had to change some parts in the kitchen for it to be fully functional. You will see it in the screenshots as well. So maybe I will post a picture right now so you can actually see it and you don't have to wait until the screenshots. But I did have to change the kitchen a little bit, and everything worked just perfectly fine after that. Now we're decorating the customer's bathroom, so I decided to add a changing table as well, in case you want to come with your infants or your toddlers and you need to change their diapers, because it's a realistic thing to have. I mean, you have a bathroom in a place that kids are allowed, that infants are allowed. I don't know if you would bring your infants or your toddlers to a cat cafe, because you have animals there and maybe you don't know how the kids will react to that. But I just wanted to have every life stage just available for this build. So that's why I did that. Now we're decorating the eating space, I would say. I don't know how to call this area, but I love this wallpaper from Businesses and Hobbies. I think it's one of the most beautiful wallpapers we've ever gotten, and I love this swatch. This is definitely my favorite, and it's pastel. It has a lot of different flowers. It's just really cute without being too in your face, so I loved it. It has some other swatches that are a little bit more in your face, a little bit more I don't know, maximalistic, I would say. And they're a little bit too much, but they're still really cool. And I decided to use this one. Maybe you've seen me using it in another build because I think it's definitely one of my favorite wallpapers so far. And I have been trying not to overuse it, but it's hard. It's really hard. Also, a little bit of a life update when we continue to decorate this area. Today I had to go to the doctor because I have been having a lot of pain in my knee lately. It's been like 10 days probably, and I went to the doctor because I cannot stand the pain anymore. I'm so tired of it, and I have to get an MRI because the doctor doesn't know what I have. So I'm gonna be getting an MRI. I have never had an MRI, so I'm kind of excited / nervous about it, but it's something I have to do because I do need to figure out what's going on with my knee. Hopefully it's nothing that terrible. I mean, I have like a record of me having stupid issues in my body, and when I say stupid, I mean stupid. Like I got my knee, I got like a splint. Is it splint? I don't remember, but it's not broken, but the other thing. Once when I was 15, I was walking down the stairs, like literally walking down the stairs, and my knee popped. And I had like I don't know, I didn't even realize that I had done something wrong with my knee. I just had like a horrible pain after that. I went to the doctor, and it was like a splint knee. I'm pretty sure that's the word. If it's not the word, please let me know in the comments, because you have been helping me a lot. Every time that I don't remember a word in English, you know that Spanish is actually my first language, English is my second language. So sometimes I forget the specific words, even because I don't usually use those words in English. But yeah, that's a little bit of a life update. I'm excited / nervous about it. I don't know if you guys have ever had an MRI. If you have any advices or anything, I have no idea why I'm talking about this. I just wanted to mention it because I have been really, really moody today because of that. So yeah, hopefully this voiceover works just fine, because this is my second time doing this voiceover. So you can imagine a little bit how I'm feeling right now. But anyways, the interior of this cat cafe is looking so cool right now. I added a lot of cat decals and cat trees and cat scratching posts as well. And I don't know, I really like the vibe that this cat cafe gives. I think it just looks so nice. Also, I added the litter boxes here in the porch, in the entryway of the cat cafe, because I just couldn't fit them anywhere else. And I just thought that maybe the cats that live in this place, they just don't go away from the porch, and that's the furthest place they can go. So they're trained or something just to stay indoors, and that's why they can use the litter boxes without any issues. But yeah, it was like the only place that I could fit them, because if I had placed them in the bathroom, like in the customer's bathroom, that would have been really, really weird. Like, you have to go pee and you have a cat using the litter box. I know that if you are a cat owner, as I am, I have 6 cats in my house right now. So if you are a cat owner, you know that that's something that it's going to happen. Every single time that you go to the toilet, you're gonna have a cat staring at you and trying to figure out if you're doing everything right and if there's nothing wrong. I like to imagine that my cats take care of me, but maybe you have another another theory for that. But I don't know why I'm talking about this. Oh my god, this voiceover, it's just all over the place. But as I said, that's why I didn't add the litter boxes in the customer's bathroom. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I'm talking so many absurd things right now. But now we're moving into the owner's house, and this build is a little bit smaller than the other one, even though it has 2 stories. But the second story is kind of a lofted bedroom. It's not quite lofted, but the whole second story is actually the bedroom and 1 ensuite bathroom. So yeah, there's not that much going on in this house. It's not that massive, but I still wanted to have a nice comfy house because you can still have all the cats in here. So this sim, as I said, owns 3 cats, and she just has every single place set up for the cats, and she can have the 3 cats living in here. And right here in this area is where I'm gonna be adding the catio that I created for the cats as well. I loved to see how the cats actually use that area. That was so cool because I have been dreaming about creating a house with a catio since forever. I don't know, since I got the tool mod, actually, I have been dying to have a catio in my builds. For some reason, I have never added them because, I don't know, sometimes it just doesn't fit the aesthetic or the size of the lot or whatever. So in this case, I was so happy because I could fit them, and it ends up looking really cool. It's definitely, you can see that the owner of this house actually loves her cats so much, and she just takes care of them, and she has a space for them. It's a safe space for them to play and to enjoy the sun and to relax. And yeah, as I said, they're indoor cats, so they spend most of their time inside, and every time that there's a little bit of sunlight and stuff, they can go here and just enjoy the sun and relax and smell the grass and whatever cats want to do in the outside. So yeah, now we're creating the catio. Actually, it took me a while to figure out how to do this because the fences that you see me using are debug items, so they are not quite as tall as I needed them to be. But I ended up making it work, so I'm using this roof piece from Island Living to create like the ceiling here of the catio. I originally wanted to have mesh fence as well, but you couldn't rotate it with the tool mod, so that's why I didn't use it. And now I'm making the catio a little bit bigger in order for it to perfectly fit with the roof situation. I'm gonna be using a tool mod here to lower it down a little bit. So yeah, it just looks perfectly. I love it. I think it's such a nice space. And the door that you see me adding right now is actually the door from the kitchen. So this area, this bump out here, is actually where the kitchen is going to go. So the cats can go outside and enjoy the catio from the kitchen. And I think it ends up looking really cool. I'm gonna be adding some patches of grass here and some planter pots as well for your Sims to plant some things. I think I added catnip in there. No, I added it in the catio, so your Sims can actually have catnip for the cats if you decide to play with this house. And if you decide to use the sim that actually is going to be here in the save file, yeah, you can have a catnip here for your cat. So I was trying to go for something a little bit more realistic. I added these sprinklers here that I always forget we have. Sometimes I use them because family houses, when you have kids, the kids can play in the water, and I think that's so nice. And in this case, it works perfectly when you have a sim that's really busy and they need to water the plants or take care of the garden, and you just activate the sprinklers and they water the plants, and it's just a lifesaver. You just have your sim and be able to do different things with that time instead of being watering the plants and stuff. So yeah, now I'm creating this kind of a wooden box. I was thinking it would be like a tray in which there are gonna be some gardening tools and some seeds and stuff, because this sim is into gardening as well. So she likes to plant catnip and all these cat related plants. and she just likes to take care of her plants. So that's what I did. In here I'm gonna be moving this, like every single thing from here I'm gonna be moving it to the other side in a few seconds once I finish this, I think. But yeah, it was just looking too weird here, so I decided to grab everything and move it to the other side, closer to the entryway of the house. So yeah, I'm struggling a little bit, but it's not that terrible, I think. But I'm struggling because I didn't know exactly what to do with this area, how to put all the planters and stuff. So yeah, you see me moving it right now, and it ends up looking really cool. I think you still have space for you to do whatever you want. I added a tree in there to have more shade, and I don't know, it just looks nice. And now we're moving into the inside of the owner's house. So this is the kitchen. I really like the vibe that I went for in this house. I used these counters from Jungle Adventure, and I paired them with the appliances from Growing Together, I think, in the pink swatch. I don't know why. I don't think I've ever used this fridge and stove in a pink swatch, but I don't know. I think it just looks so nice and so girly and so cute with the wallpaper that I used in here. This wallpaper is actually from Parenthood, and it used to be one of my favorites. I would use it all the time. Now we've gotten more tiles and stuff that are really cool, but these ones are still some of my favorites. And I don't think I always use this swatch with the purple and kind of lilac colors and stuff, so I decided to use it because I was trying to branch out. I was trying to do something that was a little bit different. And here we're gonna be adding some tomatoes and also a lettuce and also some eggs as well, and an avocado, because I thought that maybe the sim she plants everything and she buys maybe the eggs in the flea market. What am I saying? In the market in what's the name of the world? In Hemford and Bagley. So maybe she goes there and she buys everything natural and fresh, or maybe she just plants everything in her garden as well. So yeah, I'm using this decor piece from, I think this is from Growing Together. I'm using it as kind of a place in which this sim actually stores all the vegetables, and I think it ends up looking really nice. And now we're adding some more detail here in the kitchen. She has a teapot because why not? She's cutesy. She's kind of a vintage type of girl, I would say. So she has a teapot. Of course, it's not functional, but the stove is still fully functional. So you can still cook in that stove without any issues, but the teapot doesn't work. That's why I added, I got rid of the kettle, but I used to have a kettle in there. And here, when I'm decorating the living space, I had an issue with my game. It kind of glitched, and yeah, I lost everything that I had done in the living room. So you will see things that were here, but then I lost all the footage and I had to go back and do it again. So sometimes you will see things and then maybe you won't see exactly what I did here because I had to recreate what I did because yeah, my game crashed and I lost everything that I had done. So right now when I'm adding the mirror there, you see that there's a little bit of a jump in the speed build. That's because my game crashed. I don't know why, but it just did, and I lost everything from the living room. So the divider that I added from business and hobbies that I added behind the couch, it's not there because I have forgotten to add it, and then I'm gonna go back and add it again. So yeah, that's just me being honest about what happened, because I lost all that progress. I'm pretty sure I had to do the kitchen again as well, or something like that, and then I had to do everything else again. But at least it wasn't just too much. It wasn't that many things that I had to figure out again and recreate. But now we're decorating an office space, because this house, it has kind of a weird shape, and it's for just one sim. So I was thinking that maybe she likes video games as well a little bit, maybe she likes writing, and She has this computer and a tiny desk with kind of a tiny office area, and she just spends some of her free time here. And also there's no TV in the living room. That's because she has a TV in her bedroom, because I was thinking that maybe she likes consoles, so she has a console on the second floor as well in the bedroom, and she plays video games from bed. Maybe when she wants to relax, she's had like a hard day, or she's just tired and she doesn't want to get out of bed, maybe she just spends her time there with her cats and playing video games. That's kind of a nice a nice thing to do. I think it's like it's something that I would definitely do with my free time. Spend more time with my cats playing video games, and with my son watching movies and stuff like that. I think that would be like a nice thing to do, I think. But yeah, we're decorating the dining space. I added a cat tree, of course, because we have 3 cats in this house. And this house ends up having 1 bedroom and 1.5 bathrooms. So there's a guest bathroom here. And I don't think I added the litter boxes in this bathroom. I think I added it on the second bathroom upstairs. Because once again, I usually add the litter boxes on the bathrooms. Oh, I added them in here in the catio. Of course, I added it in the catio. I mean, what was I thinking? But yeah, sometimes I add the bathrooms, like the litter boxes on the bathroom. But sometimes it's weird to have like a guest bathroom with a litter box in it. It's kind of weird sometimes. But yeah, we're decorating this area here. I added the catnip plant in there, and as I said, everything is fully functional in that catio. I'm so happy about that. Now we're decorating the second story of the house, that it's going to be the bedroom and the other bathroom. I'm pretty sure I kept the bathroom in the split build as well. And it's just so nice. This wallpaper this is from Lovestruck, and pair it with the bed from Businesses and Hobbies. It looks so beautiful. I loved it so much. So yeah, I'm so proud of the interior of this house. I think it ends up looking so cool, and it's just comfy. Like, you see a little bit of modernness in this build, but you also see the comfiness of a single woman living here with her cats and spending her free time playing video games and, I don't know, drinking tea or things like that, reading a book. So yeah, I just really like this house. I'm so proud of it. But yeah, we're decorating this accent table here because I needed an accent table because I wanted to have the console in there. Of course, she plays The Sims as well, so maybe she is a simmer that plays in console. I don't know, maybe she has The Sims in the computer as well. She earns money in the CAT CAFÉ, so maybe that's something that she does. But now we're decorating the second bathroom. This is a full bathroom. So yeah, there's a shower tub combo, and the sink and the toilet are the same ones from downstairs. And that is gonna be pretty much it. We're gonna actually be wrapping up this voiceover now. So if you like this build, please give it a like, also comment and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And also follow me on social media. The links are all in the description down below. And I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Enjoy the screenshots. Goodbye.